Shalom, shalom. We are starting a new project. Alright? Seriously doubt that we'll get through the whole audio today that we're going to be streaming. Well, not streaming, but reviewing. The name of it is If You Refuse to Confess Him Before Men. Alright? We gonna break it all the way down. Okay? Because Christianity has misled you people. Okay? Christianity has literalized everything. So you seriously think that means that you're verbally confessing the Messiah out your mouth? It don't mean that. Okay? No, I don't mean that. So we gonna get into the nitty gritty details of what this truly means. Alright? Because we've been in the time of the separation of the wheat and tares, and the sheep from the goats, okay? The righteous from the wicked, alright? Well, hey, it's time to take your stance, alright? And regardless of what you profess out your mouth and what you psych yourself out to believe in your heart, the side that you're going to be a part of is the side that lines up with your actions. Because your actions will line up with your heart and your mindset. Okay? And that will determine what power you serve. Whether you serve the dark powers or you serve the good powers. Okay? Yes. Whether you serve the dark kingdom or you serve the light righteous kingdom. Alright? It ain't no in between. You're either good or evil. You're either light or dark. Okay? Now, this has everything to do with what is within you. Not surface level superficiality. Okay? You're going to know the real ones of the living power. Yes, you are. Okay? Because we have his attributes. We operate in the attributes of the living power. Okay? 1 second. Alright, I'm about to respond to that in a little bit. Now, the audio that we're going to be going over was recorded on 8/15/24. Alright? So it's kind of like a follow-up to the series that we just completed yesterday. Alright? That if it wasn't for the Spirit, it would have broke me. Okay? Because, bruh, just understand, those of us who really do, for real, have his Spirit, have his oracles, and been living it, all of the kingdom of Satan, and all those who are afraid, okay, all of them shut up their bowels of compassion and try to take me down, alright? All fought against me. Alright? So if it wasn't for the Spirit, it would have broke me. Alright? So, but it's only because of the Spirit that I am here. Alright? Now, I didn't plan that intro. I never do. Alright? We're gonna go ahead and let this play, and I'm gonna let it play for a little while, and then we're gonna pause it, and we're gonna go over all the slides that I have brought up. Okay, but we're gonna let it play for a little bit. All right, and it's gonna start with you people thinking I'm blowing smoke. I ain't blowing smoke. Okay, the children of light ain't blowing smoke. Alright, so now, 1 second, make sure I'm on the right thing, yup. Alright. Now let's go.
We think it ain't gonna have no validity, but we think it is. We think it ain't gonna be no retribution for ignoring these messages. And their blood ain't gonna be on my hands whatsoever. I've been doing my due diligence. I've been doing my due diligence, and all these people keep ignoring it. I've been doing my due diligence, and these people keep ignoring it. Oh, they keep ignoring it, Father, they keep ignoring it. They keep acting like there ain't gonna be no retribution for them ignoring your people, who you have put your word in. Cause it to change us from the inside out. The few of us who are living your oracle and are being heavily mistreated by the masses of people, while they continue to worship a false god. They don't know you, Father. They don't know the true and living power. See, they gonna say that you're evil when all of that hell is dumped upon them. However, it's their cup of indignation that you're gonna allow to be poured upon them. And their blood ain't gonna be on my hands, because I've done my due diligence. I've done what was upon my spirit to do. I've provided these people all sorts of avenues and how they can show love, compassion, mercy, and empathy. Wanna blame me and claim I'm doing this for money, as if I'm the one that set up this financial economic system in order to sustain my life. I'm not the one who erected this wicked system upon this land, but yet I'm up under its subjection. And these people don't want to give me substance unless I bow down and serve the system. Bow down and earn money in order to sustain my life. That's what these people want for me. That's what they want for me, Father. But I don't trust in the God of money. I don't trust in the God that they have established over this earth, on this land, over your people. I have placed my trust and faith in you, the living power. So how much longer, Father? How much longer are you going to allow these people to gloat in the face of your people with all of their abundance, while they withhold from us, causing us to suffer? How much longer before you make it evidently crystal clear that they have been ignoring the wrong people and putting their trust and faith in the wrong people? How long, Father, before you show them how they're worshiping a false god? How their money is a false god? How long, oh Father, are you going to allow them to continue to think their money is all powerful? How long, oh Father, before you put their false god to shame? For your people have been patiently waiting. Oh, your people have gone through many trials and tribulations, afflictions, sufferings, persecution, ostracizing, ridiculing, gaslighting, narcissism, all of these things that the children of Satan continue to project and bring against your people. All while we're being forced to suffer, lacking many things that we want and need. Oh, how long it's been since I even been able to buy a bottle of wine. You know my heart's desire, Father, and I keep it real. Hell yes, I've been desiring some wine. Hell yes, I've been desiring a buzz, bruh, to take my mind off of this world and all the pain thereof, all the suffering, all the misery, all the agony, all the turmoil, all of this that I am forced to live because of cold-hearted people who are puffed up in their pride and their arrogance. How long, oh Father? How long will you continue to allow this?
Now again, this was recorded on 8/15/24. Alright? Now we're going to go over this. Alright? Yes, all creation is groaning and suffering in agony until now, because of the wicked, who have all the resources of the earth and put a value system upon it, and have oppressed all humanity and all creation. I am aware of this, but people want to be mad at me that I am not complacent with it. Want to punish me for standing in opposition to this satanic ass system. Want to band together to help bring me down. Causing me to go through long periods of long suffering. You think we're blowing smoke. You think I'm deliberately confusing or misleading you in order to deceive you. You've already been deceived. The great love of the Most High is to have His people here for you, to speak the truth to you, to show you the receipts. The truth that we speak resonate deep down within you, because it's already in you. It's in your conscience. It's in your heart. It used to be in your heart, and it's still in your conscience. You just seared your conscience with a hot iron. And you're trusting in mortal men. So I'm not the one that's deceiving you. I'm not the one that's misleading you. I am not the one that's blowing smoke. No, that be the adversary. That be the ones who set themselves up in authority over all humanity and all creation, created an economic system. They're the ones that's been blowing smoke. They're the ones that's been making it seem like money is the God that's all powerful. It's only all powerful in their false ass reality that they forced on all humanity and all creation. But the Great Spirit only allowed it for a certain amount of time, not for eternity. So you think I'm blowing smoke. You think I'm deliberately confusing or misleading you in order to deceive you. So you think I'm deceiving you when I'm telling you that money is not eternal. You think I'm deceiving you to tell you that it was not originally this way. We didn't originally have to earn money in order to sustain our lives. So if we did not originally have to earn money in order to sustain our lives here in this land before colonization, then clearly it is not eternal. And it did not come from the Great Spirit, but it came from the wicked. How am I deceiving you? How is it my fault that you're having to earn your money in order to pay bills and live your life upon the earth? Why are you blaming me for the problems of this society? Why are you not blaming the ones who are really blowing smoke? Why do you claim that I'm the one blowing smoke? When clearly what I've been given to give to you is the eternal truth. So you will hold and you're like, oh, we're going to see if you blowing smoke or if you actually have some useful information for us. These people act like what I have been given ain't useful for them. And they're right. In this false ass reality, you can't use what I've been given, the spiritual wealth. Well, you can, all right? But it's not instantaneous, all right? You can use it. I love what I've been given, and I've applied it to my life. It's been useful for me in my life, in this false ass reality that I'm being forced to live in, okay? But people have been conditioned to instantaneous gratification, all right? They earn their money, they have their physical money, so they can take their physical money and they can buy what they want, okay? That's useful to them. But having real divine love in your heart, having real compassion in your heart, having real mercy and empathy in your heart, like, though it can be useful, though it is useful, people don't see that as valuable in this reality. So they cast that off because they figure that they can't use that in this reality. So they've been casting off what I've been given as if it's useless information. Oh, well, you need to get out there and get your ass a job. Earn some money. Do some good upon earth. So they think that I need money in order to do some good upon the earth. See, that mentality, that's the mentality of those who are trusting in money, not in the living power. To praise or express pride in one's own possessions. Clearly, I don't do this, all right? But this is what the world has done, all right? So this right here describes your leaders, those who set themselves up in authority over you, okay? They express pride in their possessions and their accomplishments. That's why they erected them statues of their war criminals. Their qualities or accomplishments, often to excess. They've been blowing smoke, their manifested destiny. How it brought civilization to all of humanity. No, sir, no, ma'am. Your manifested destiny destroyed great civilization and brought death and destruction upon all humanity and all creation. Colonization was not righteous. So you think I'm blowing smoke. You think I'm boasting. You think I'm bragging. You think I'm vaunting. You think I'm bullying you. You think I'm swaggering. No, this is what the scripture declared. That the righteous man will stand up in great boldness in the face of those who have afflicted us and made no account of our labors. This is exactly what his people are doing. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. You keep wanting to ignore what the Father has given unto me to freely give unto you. You blow it off as if it's nothing. But when you see the things that I've been instructed to speak, when you see it, you will be troubled with terrible fear. And you will be amazed at the strangeness of my salvation. It's going to be so far beyond all you looked for, because you trust in money and you want to try to strong arm me into trusting in money. But you are going to be the one that's going to be repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit. You are going to say within yourself, this is he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. You're going to be like, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. You're going to ask yourself, how is he numbered among the children of God and his lot among the saints? You're going to know that you erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness has not shined unto you. The Son of Righteousness rose not upon you. You're full of darkness. All you care about is the pleasures of your flesh. You're gonna know that you've been wearying yourself in a way of wickedness and destruction. You've worked so hard for your money and all of your possessions in vain. And as for the way of the Most High, you have not known it, but you think that you know. Oh, you professing him, but you don't know him. You're going to ask yourself, what has our pride profited us? What good has our riches with our saving brought us? 'Cause all of that is about to pass away like a shadow, and as a post that hasteth by. And it breaks down all of these ways how it's just going to flow away from you like water. It's just going to flow away. Mortal men put a value upon money. What the hell is wrong with you? When they decide that it no longer has any value, then what you gonna do? You think I'm showing off. You think I'm flaunting. You think I'm magnifying in vain. I am rejoicing. I am exposing. And I am glorifying my Maker. And I am flaunting this truth so that it uncovers the charlatans, all them pretenders. Then this is how you want to treat me. You want to play it down. You want to diminish me. Want to laugh me off, undervalue me, minimize me, discount me, de-appreciate me, underrating, shrugging off, belittling, pooing. Like, bruh, really? It ain't me that you really doing this to. You doing it to your maker. 'Cause I'm only being obedient to what I've been given and instructed to do. So all of this that you're doing to me, that you continue to do to me, you're doing it to the one that you have been confessing and professing out your mouth. You don't know how you're making yourself a huge ass to the one who you say you serve. Ignoring biblical prophecy ain't gonna stop it from coming to pass, ain't gonna stop it from happening. Ignoring prophecy gives the enemy a chance to deceive you. You've been deceived already. Satan deceived the whole damn world. This why the Messiah said to unlearn. This why the Messiah said that you must be born again. But you don't want to do that. Oh no, you don't want to do that. You're puffed up in your pride and your arrogance. And pride cometh before a great fall. Prophecy ain't to scare, it's to prepare. But you already think you know. You think you know real prophecy when you omit the true biblical people. You think you know real prophecy when you omit the true biblical land. And you replace the true biblical people and the true biblical land with a counterfeit. How the hell do you think you know real prophecy? You have been deeply deceived. But I've been obedient. I've been speaking his word to you. Whether you listen or fail to listen, I've gone through long periods of long suffering while being obedient to my divine mission. The Most High knew that you would be rebellious. I got to see firsthand that you are rebellious. I got to see firsthand just how stony the hearts are upon this earth. And with my seeing that you've been rebellious and your hearts are stony, your hearts are cold, guess what? The Great Spirit sees it as well. So it's futile to have his name in your mouth when your heart is stone. You're not to despise the prophecies. You're not to treat the prophecies with contempt. The feeling that a person or thing is beneath consideration, worthless, or deserving scorn. Wow. Why is it that I've been having to go through this? Why is it that I've been having to be considered worthless, beneath consideration, deserving of scorn and ridicule, deserving of hatred, deserving of suffering? You self-righteous people really have psyched yourself out to believe that I deserve to suffer.
I deserve to suffer because I don't bow down and worship money. I don't worship your God. Therefore, I deserve to suffer. I deserve to go without. I deserve to be homeless. I deserve whatever comes against me. You want to sum it up that I'm lazy. But no, it's the fact that I don't worship your God. I don't have a heart after money. It has nothing to do with laziness. Because you can clearly see on my channel that I work my ass off. It's just a different type of work. Nevertheless, I labor. I put my time, my energy, and my effort into what the Father has given me. And I've been diligent in it. Therefore, I have been working. I just don't work for money. And that's what it is. You're mad at me that I don't have a heart after money. Therefore, you call me lazy. You discount the work that I have been doing. Again, Wisdom of Solomon. You make no account of my labor, because my labor has nothing to do with earning money. All you can see is that you need money in order to live your life upon the earth. But you refuse to look at the people who established that. You refuse to go in real history to find out how that was established. You just literally want to cast off what I've been given as if it's irrelevant. You view me with contempt. But he told you, don't despise the prophecies. Do not treat prophecies with contempt. Now, I never call myself no prophet. But what I have been given to give to you can be verified in these scriptures. And it's going to be validated. You are supposed to be testing all things, not just blowing it off as if it's beneath consideration, as if it's worthless or deserving scorn. You are supposed to be holding fast to what is good. You know that it's good to treat your neighbor the way that you would want to be treated. You know it's good to do for others that which you would want done for yourself. You know it is good to refrain from doing to others things you would not want done to yourself. You know that it is good to love your neighbor as you love yourself. But you cast this off as if it's nothing. You're not to believe every spirit, but you are to test the spirits to see whether they are from the Most High. If everything within that book labeled the Holy Bible was from the Most High, you would not be told to test the spirits to see whether they are from the Most High or not. Alright? That's wherever. Whether it's in that physical book, whether it's in people, wherever. Okay? Because spirits are not limited. For many false prophets have gone out into the world. Many false prophets have gone out into the world.
You're listening to the false prophets on a mass scale. And you're casting off the children of light that's been given the oracles of the Great Spirit. And we've been living it. That's what's detrimental to you. He that despises us despises not us, but despises their Maker. You are despising the one who has given unto us his Holy Spirit. You are not supposed to be blaspheming the Spirit. That's an unforgivable sin, to quench the Holy Spirit within you. Don't you know you quench the Holy Spirit within you when you do what you do to his people that are being obedient, speaking his word to you? The more you hate us, the more you quench the Spirit within you till you put it out. The Holy Spirit is no longer dwelling in you. Now you are legion, all right? You're a host of many demons. You are to tell them that this is what the Most High Power says. If you do not listen to me and walk in my eternal law, which I have set before you, and you do not listen to the words of my servants, the prophets, whom I have sent you, time and time and time and time and time again and again and again and again, over and over and over and over and over, we repeatedly come into the world to teach you about divine love. And over 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 again, you continue to ignore us. All right? You do not listen. If you continue in this, understand you are about to go through great judgment. And all of you who have been cursing us and banding together against us, shutting up your bowels of compassion from us, you are going to be a cursing among all the nations of the earth. Because all the curses that was upon me and my people are leaving us and is going upon those who have made themselves adversaries against us. And now, because you have done all these things, declares the Most High, and because I have spoken to you again and again, but you would not listen, and I have called to you, but you would not answer, therefore you are about to reap great judgment. All right? See? He allowed you nations to come over here to this blessed promised land. He allowed you to destroy his people. He allowed you to rape, rob, and murder us, plunder us, and just take our blessings and live lavishly this entire time. You don't want to repent for the sins of your fathers and your own wickedness. Understand, you are going to reap great judgment. Over and over and over, the Most High sends word to his people through his messengers because he has compassion upon you. Don't want great judgment to come upon you, people. Alright? My power is all benevolent. But you people push my power into allowing that eternal law to be fulfilled upon the wicked, unrepentant people who refuse to keep the divine law of love. And it's because you refuse his call. You refuse to take his outstretched hand of mercy, compassion, love. You slapping his hand away. Okay? He wants to protect you. He wants to deliver you up out of this economic system of slavery. He wants to give you a better reality. But gonna allow you to hold on to your false reality till you can't any longer. And you're gonna perish with it. Therefore, for you will be the sword, and you will all kneel down to be slaughtered. Because I called and you did not answer. I spoke and you did not listen. You did evil in his sight, and chose that in which he did not delight. You chose selfishness. You chose greed. You chose hatred. You chose bitterness. You chose envy, jealousy, deceit, all of them things. You chose your pride, your arrogance, your white supremacy. It has all deceived you. So he's gonna allow your punishment, gonna allow terror upon you. Because when he called, no one answered. He spoke and you refused to listen. Instead, you did evil in his sight, and you chose that which he did not delight. And this was to my people, for I earnestly protested unto your fathers in the day that I brought them up out of the land of Egypt, even unto this day, rising early and protesting, saying, obey my voice. Not go pick a unblemished lamb and slit its throat and spread his blood over the altar so that its blood can cover you. Bruh, that don't cover your sin. You're committing a sin to take an innocent animal and slit its throat. Okay? That is a strong delusion. You just multiplied your sin 1,000-fold. No, what the Most High wants is for you to humble yourself. Let go of what you think you know. Stop following mortal men. He wants you to repent and be obedient. He wants you to walk in love. He don't want you shedding blood. He said, thou shalt not kill. Why is this so super hard for people to grasp? He is called. You people keep refusing. He keeps stretching out his hand, and you're not regarding it. You are disregarding the eternal law to hold on to that which you think you know. Wherefore when I came, was there no man? When I called, was there none to answer? Is my hand shortened at all, that it cannot redeem? You think that he can't redeem his people? You think he just gonna keep us up under your boot, you wicked people who hoard all the resources of the earth and you refuse to be righteous? You want to think that he has no power to deliver us? You want to think that there's no power outside of the God of money? Behold, at my rebuke, he's going to allow the sea to dry up. He's going to allow the rivers to become a wilderness. And the fish is going to stink because there is no water. And you are going to die of thirst. Oh, you wicked people. You're even selling water. And before you sell it, you're poisoning it. Therefore you will be numbered to the sword. You will all be bowed down to the slaughter, because when he called, you refused to answer. When he spake, you refused to hear, but you continue to do evil in his sight. And you chose that which he did not delight. You chose your selfishness and greed. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, I think that was it. Okay, on that. All right. Surely the Most High Power does nothing without revealing his plan to his servants, the prophets. The lion has roared, who will not fear? The Most High Power has spoken, who will not prophesy? See, there's a reason that he reveals his plan unto his servants. To give warning for you people. So that this destruction, this damnation, this judgment don't suddenly come upon you and you have no idea why. Oh no, you're gonna be very aware of why. He no longer calls us servants, for a servant do not understand what his master is doing. But he calls us friends, because everything we have learned, we learn from our Father, and he made known to us. Revelations 10:7, in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he is about to sound his trumpet, the mystery of the Most High will be fulfilled, just as he proclaimed to his servants, the prophets. Mystery, Babylon. What is the mystery? The mystery of iniquity. Could it be all the hiding, all of the deceit, all that you have done to the real biblical people, and you swept it all up under the rug, and you brought about this whole false ass reality? You got the whole world looking to the counterfeit and ignoring the real. If your pastors, if all your religious leaders was doing the will of the Great Spirit, if they had have stood in his counsel, then they would have proclaimed his words to the people. And if they had been proclaiming his words to the people, there ain't no way we would be in a state of chaos how we're in today. But instead, the people would have turned back from their evil ways and deeds. But see, this is why they minimalize and marginalize me. 'Cause I truly do speak his word. And it's that living word that will cause you to change from the inside out. In that day I will cause a horn to sprout for the house of Israel, and I will open your mouth to speak among them. Then they will know that I am the Most High. Oh, he's gonna validate his people. You think I'm blowing smoke? He put his spirit in us, and we have stood upon our feet in great boldness. We are here speaking this word to you to give you a divine opportunity to humble yourself and change your heart. You are trusting in a false God. I have shown you many receipts of this. You want to call the Great Spirit evil. Only the wicked do that. So it came to pass that all of the righteous among the ancients viewed the Most High as mild and gentle and forgiving and filled with loving kindness. But among the wicked, he was viewed as angry and powerful and vengeful, and one who is to be much feared. I don't fear my Maker. I reverence my Maker. Huge difference. Now, before I came into the full knowledge and understanding of who my Maker is, alright, and I was in ignorance, living in my carnal flesh, doing things that I knew was wrong. You know that conviction within your conscience, alright, that uneasy feeling that you get in your conscience, that easy feeling that you get in the pit of your stomach when you know that you're doing something that you're not supposed to do. That's a healthy fear, alright? That's the type of fear that you know impending danger if you proceed, okay? You know if you proceed, there's going to be some kind of impending danger that you're going to encounter. All right? That's your conscience. That's a healthy fear. All right? That is to prevent you from disobeying that eternal law. But unfortunately, many people carry on. All right? They go ahead and ignore that impending feeling of doom, all right? And they go ahead and commit that evil deed, all right? And the more that they continue to do that evil deed, the more that feeling of uneasiness will be suppressed, okay? This is how you're searing your conscience with a hot iron, okay? And therefore, when great judgment and destruction come upon you, you done tuned out your conscience, but yet you're going to be calling the Most High evil because he going to put an end to you just doing whatever the hell you want to do, doing what thou wilt. All right? The Most High ain't no dictator, no. But there comes a point in time to where justice has to happen. And we're in that time right now because the righteous are being obedient. Okay? Therefore, it's time for our deliverance. All my damn for almost 50 years upon this earth, I've been seeing how the wicked are able to live good. And I never understood how the hell the wicked have, how in the hell is it that the wicked are on top, but those of a pure heart is on the bottom and struggling in poverty? Then it makes sense. But it does make sense now, knowing that I've been born in the time of the kingdom of Satan. Okay? And your time is up. Because of your stubbornness and unrepentant heart, you are storing up wrath for yourself in a day of wrath and the revelation of the righteous. Alright? This is the judgment of the Most High. Understand, when the righteous are revealed, you're going to feel some type of way. That's part of your judgment. It's for him to make bare his holy arm. He is going to make bare his holy arm. Oh, crap. Yeah, he's going to make bare his holy arm. Our deliverance is imminent. Okay? And with it's a dual prophecy. I don't know how many times I got to tell you people. Okay? Because the remnant of us who've been up under this subjection for 2,000 plus years, it's time for our deliverance. And all you wicked people who've been downtrodden us all this time, it's time for your judgment. So that is a dual prophecy. The Most High is about to comfort us. He is about to redeem us. Therefore, he's going to make bare his holy arm in sight of all the nations. All the ends of the earth will see the salvation of our power. For my eyes are going to see the salvation. All of us. All right? Well, I'm going to see it. All right? And many people that are alive right now, because it's going to happen in our lifetime. You're going to see our salvation. You're going to see our redemption. We're the generation that was prophesied to be awakened in the land of our captivity. So now we know who we are. We know our real history. Therefore, time's up for the worst of the heathen who have lied about everything. Right now, all of you are in a valley of decision while we're speaking this word to you. He is going to reveal his righteousness to the nation. He's doing this right now through his servants. We're demonstrating his attributes upon the earth as we speak his living word. This land over here is going to go back to a paradise. And all the nations who refuse to walk in divine love and make the covenant of no bloodshed, you are not going to be here. All those that are over here will not harm nor destroy on all his holy mountain. For the earth will be full of the knowledge of the Most High as the sea is full of water. And in that day it will be said, surely this is our power. We have waited for him, and he has saved us. This is the Most High for whom we have waited. It's going to have nothing to do with us earning money. We don't have to earn money. We don't have to stock up. We don't have to prep with materialistic things. How could we when we're in poverty? So therefore let us rejoice and be glad, for his salvation is coming. We would need to be spared. We would need to be saved out of the hands of wicked, selfish, greedy people who want to hold on to all the resources of the earth and strong-arm us into worshiping money. And mistreat us for standing against it. Punish us for not doing what this world has established. So yeah, we need deliverance. Yeah, he knows their works and their thoughts. It shall come that he's going to gather all nations and tongues, and you will come and see his glory. It's the Most High that's going to get the victory. It is the pure of heart that's going to see God. He said, it's a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the ends of the earth, for all those with the heart to receive, the eyes to see, and the ears to hear. All the ends of the world shall remember and turn unto the Most High, and all the kindreds of the nations shall worship the true and living power. All flesh will see the salvation of our God. I don't have to spend my time, my energy, and my effort pining after in God we trust money. That ain't my God. I don't trust in that God. But you're going to see the salvation of my God. I don't trust in this God. I've been instructed to do this for a testimony. I am a living witness. I have lived my whole life upon this earth, 48 years of it. And I have seen firsthand the hearts of many have waxed cold. I am here to give you a divine opportunity to change your heart because you have free agency. We're all down here. I'm down here with you. But I worship a different power. I don't worship this power within this system. I worship the power outside of this system, though I'm living in this system. and you don't want to give me substance, you don't want to help me, as long as I don't do what this system tells me to do. So you want me to be an ignorant debt slave, right along with you who are choosing to be obedient to this. I didn't establish it. The wicked did. Those who call themselves elite. They're the ones that established this wickedness. But you want to be mad at me. And you want to enforce this upon me. Simply because you're complacent with it being forced upon you. But he that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous will flourish as a branch. Proverbs 11:28. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Most High, and whose hope the Most High is. For we will be like a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. Jeremiah 17:7-8. I'm showing receipts. But you love to make me suffer for not worshiping your God. You hate me for not valuing what you value. But you don't value what I value. And what I value is the oracles of the Great Spirit. I value the spiritual gifts He's been given to me. I value my mission. I value my purpose. I value love. I value compassion. I value kindness and empathy, mercy. These are the things that I value, the fruits of the Spirit. But you disregard all that. You see no value in that. Therefore, you believe I deserve to suffer.
For it has been over 7 years that we've been speaking this word to this people, and they have just been ignoring us as if it means nothing. It ain't our word that we're speaking to these people. We've shown them all the receipts in historical records, in the scriptures, all over the place, in monuments, pictures on the freaking walls and the freaking underground caverns and whatnot. Like all of these treasures we've shown, all of these receipts we've shown, and people just literally thumb their nose up at it and act like it's all irrelevant.
It's crazy as hell to me. It's like literally, how are you going to continue to blow off all of the receipts that we've been showing you? Like, it's absolutely asinine. Alright? It's absolutely asinine. You are holding to what mortal men have taught you, and you disregard the truth by way of the Spirit. Second. gold artifacts above from Kincaid Tunnel are on display in the Smithsonian Institute at Washington, D.C. from the Grand Canyon. This is from the Grand Canyon. Okay? They lied to you about everything. I just got these receipts today. I need to crop them. I didn't get a chance to crop. I don't like when people don't crop. You know what I'm saying? It's annoying that they don't crop. But interesting enough, everything Mexico predates that of Egypt, as well as the architects are the same regime. That's what they don't want you to know. All right, Mayan. All right, the Mayas. All right, I don't want you to know about the Mayas, but Hebrew, Mayans, same thing. Okay? Mayan is one who crossed over from beyond. Hebrew means the same thing. One from beyond. To pass over, to cross. Okay? This is the true biblical land. Alright? I don't care what people want to believe. Like I said, I just got these receipts today. Alright, and I didn't get a chance to crop. This is from the Independent, dating from 3000 BC, the oldest of the Brazilian pyramids predate the earliest Egyptian example by several hundred years. The construction techniques were also markedly different, each Egyptian pyramid being built in one operation, while the Brazilian ones were each built in several phases, possibly over many decades or even centuries. And unlike the Egyptian stone pyramids, the Brazilian ones were built exclusively of seashells. All right? These are mummies at the museum, all right, in San Miguel, all right, Chorizo, or no, Choro mummies are mummified remains of individuals from South American Chinchorro culture, found in what is now northern Chile or Chile. All right, they are the oldest examples of artificially mummified human remains, having been buried up to 2,000 years before the Egyptian mummies, while the earliest mummy that has been found in Egypt dated around 300,000 BC. The oldest anthropogenetically modified Chinchorro mummy dates from around 5050 BC. Alright? So it's much older than that Egypt over there. Alright? The West was the first Egypt, okay? And the East is the second Egypt. Alright? I just got this book today when Lincoln came to Egypt, okay? Bondage in Egypt, alright? Slavery in southern Illinois, alright? I need to probably see if I can get this book too. I got the PDF today of the when Lincoln came to Egypt. Alright, I tried to find this book. This is going to be from the book Ramses 3, Father of Ancient America. Alright. After correlating all data that have been made public to the present time, the conclusion is unavoidable that the oldest civilization was in a Yucatan in Central America. Future discoveries may change this conclusion. It seems that Egypt was first peopled by immigrants from Yucatan. Space will allow only a few facts that clearly indicate the truth of this assertion. First, the pyramids of Yucatan are some of them much larger than any found in the New Egypt, that of Cheops not accepted. Alright, second, the pyramids of Egypt bear structural evidences of having been modeled on those of Yucatan, notably of the ones at Coloma, which covers 23 acres. Alright, so, and there's way more pyramids over here than over there. Alright, now that's what I got today. They put this symbolism in your face over and over and over again. Alright? However, hold on a second. Because we going to get a map showing you. Alright? All of this, pyramids is all over America. Alright? Pyramids in America. Map of ancient pyramid civilizations and prehistoric communities. Alright? All of these pyramids over here. Alright? Look at all of these pyramids. Alright? A whole bunch of them over here. And bigger. They try to diminish it by calling it mounds. This is in America. That is in America. The Americas have the most pyramids and the largest. Alright, Africa has 387. Alright, North America has 1,000 plus. Okay? Around 1,000 pyramids have been identified in Central America, and Mexico has a great number of pyramids across Maya cities, some of which contain many thousands of structures, like at this place here in Maya, Spain. Structures north of Mexico have also been identified, like Monk's Mound in Illinois. Okay? So understand, you've been lied to about everything. You can't possibly know biblical prophecy when you don't know the true biblical people nor the biblical land. There are more mounds and pyramids in North, Central, and South America than anywhere else in the world. There's at least 1,000 pyramids alone in Guatemala, Mexico, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador combined, which is more than any in all of Africa. Alright? Cuzco, Peru, alright? All of these places, all of these pyramids, all over the place, but you are glorifying that one over there in Africa. As if that's the only place that there's ever been pyramids. That's why there's a pyramid on the back of your dollar bill. Okay? Because they know that it's Egypt over here. Alright? This is in America. Alright? There's some photos of pyramids in the Grand Canyon. Okay? Ancient Egyptian, hidden Egyptian artifacts. Okay? You have been lied to, people. It ain't my fault that you've been lied to, but I'm here to give you this truth by the way of the Spirit. You want to keep spitting on it. You want to keep acting as if it's irrelevant. Understand, you're doing it to your own detriment. Okay? This is the true biblical land, whether you want to believe it or not. Alright? These were found in the Grand Canyon. Alright? Ancient Egyptian artifacts, okay? It's a book, Mysteries of the Mexican Pyramids, okay? You want to believe so bad that all civilization began in Africa, but you are wrong. You have been misled. Okay? Yeah. Second. We have prophecies of the foreigners arriving to our lands. Alright, I flow by way of the Spirit. Let's see. Alright, Ahu is the beginning of the count because this was the Katun when the foreigners arrived. They came from the east when they arrived. Okay? Then Christianity also began. The fulfillment of its prophecy is ascribed to the east. Alright? Let's get the next one. Alright. So the Katun is established here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, bro. Alright, this is a record of the things which they did. After it had all passed, they told of it in their own words, but its meaning is not plain. Still, the course of events was as is written, but even when everything shall be thoroughly explained, perhaps not so much is written about it, nor has very much been written of the guilt of their conspiracies with one another. So it was with the ruler of Itza, with the men who were rulers. Alright? Let's get the next one. Alright. Very many were the head chiefs, and many a conspiracy they made with one another. But they are not made known in what is written here. Not so much will be related. Still he who comes of our lineage will know it. Alright, still he who comes of our lineage will know it. One of us who are Maya men, he will know how to explain these things when he reads what is here. When he sees it, then he will explain the adjustment of the intricacy of the Katun by our priest. Alright? was not his name formerly. It was only because of these priests of ours were to come to an end when misery was introduced, when Christianity was introduced by the real Christians. Alright? So that's when misery was introduced with Christianity. Therefore, it's not benevolent. Therefore, it did not come from the Great Spirit. Then, with the true power came the beginning of. Wait, hold on. Because, no, that's not. The true power don't bring misery, so hold on. Then, with their God came the beginning of our misery. It was the beginning of tribute. Yes, okay, because they were claiming that Christianity came from the true God. All right, this is what the Christians were claiming, that they were coming in God's name. All right, and they were claiming that that was the one true God. Okay, but we got other records that read that their God is the God of gold. Okay, so and power. All right, subjugating people. All right, dictatorship. All right, so with their God came the beginning of our misery. It was the beginning of tribute, the beginning of church dues. All right, tithes and offerings. All right, the beginning of strife with purse snatching. All right, plunder. All right, robbery. Okay, the beginning of strife with blowguns, okay? The beginning of strife by trampling on people, okay? Because we did not live that way. We didn't trample one another in order to get more than our neighbor. We didn't live that way, okay? The beginning of robbery with violence. The beginning of forced debts. The beginning of debts enforced by false testimony. The beginning of individual strife. A beginning of vexation. A beginning of robbery with violence. This was the origin of service to the Spaniards and priests, of service to the local chiefs, of service to the teachers, of service to the public prosecutors by the prosecutors, by the boys, the youths of the town, while the poor people were harassed. It has not changed. Why do you despise the poor? These were the very poor people who did not depart when oppression was put upon them. It was by Antichrist on earth. The kinkajous of the towns, the foxes of the towns, the blood-sucking insects of town, those who drain the poverty of the working people. But it shall still come to pass that tears shall come to the eyes of our power. All right? The justice of our power shall descend upon every part of the world, straight from the Most High. All right? That's going to happen very soon. Because you wicked people about to know that you've been serving and worshiping a false god. Oh, you want to blow off our awakening as if it's irrelevant. Alright, a record of the cartoons in years when the province of Yucatan was first seized by the foreigners, the white men. It was, they say in Catan, Ahu, that they seized the port of Icab. They came from the east when they arrived. They say they were the first to eat the pond apple for breakfast. This was the reason they called them the foreigners who ate pond apples. Foreigners who sucked pond apples, they were called. This is the name of the householder whom they seized at Icab. Nahum Balaam was his name. He was the first to be seized at Icab by the first Spanish captain. All right. Don Juan the Don't they got a movie with Don Juan? See, why do they love to glorify their wicked people? The first conqueror. It was still the same Catan when they arrived at Merida. It was the year 1513 in Catan, who that they seized Capeche. They were there one Catan. Some of this is really hard for me to read, bruh. Ken Camel from Capiche introduced the foreigners into the province here. Alright, it was on August 20th in the year 1541. I have made known the name of the year when Christianity began. Alright, it was on August 20th in the year of 1541 that Christianity began. Alright, so all you proud evangelical Christians, understand you are under a wicked ass religion that was spread by way of the sword. It is the Antichrist. Okay? The history which I have written of how the mounds came to be constructed by the heathen during these 315 catons they were constructed, the great men made them. Then the remainder of the men went to Cartabona, as the land where they were called today. There they were when San Barnaby came to teach them. Then they were killed by the men. The men were called heathen. Is the total count today after 15 years. On this day I have written how the great mounds came to be built by the lineages and all the things which the rulers did. They were the ones who built the mounds. So it took 13 catons and 6 years for them to construct them. The following was the beginning of the mounds they built. 15400s were the scores of their mounds, and 50 more made the total count of the mounds they constructed all over the land. From the sea to the base of the land they created names for them as well as for wells. Then a miracle was performed for them by God. Then they were burned by fire among the people of Israel. Alright, this is the true biblical end. Alright, this is the record of the Catons and years since this, alright, the lineage of the Tutal, alright, departed. Okay, so it's just another record showing that this is the true biblical land. Alright, all of this comes from the Mayan prophecy of the foreigners arriving to our land. Okay, so understand, people, understand you have been lied to. The pictures on the walls don't lie. They have our complexion. Alright? They have our hair texture. So why are you going to keep ignoring this, people? Okay? Why you keep ignoring this? This is real artifacts of Mayans, of Bonaparte. Alright? 600 to 900. Look at their hair. Alright? We have our hair like this today. These days. Alright? Look at their skin complexion. Alright? You're going to stop playing with us. Alright? We were already here when the Europeans invaded. Okay? Modern day Mayan and Aztecs. Alright? You didn't kill us all off. And those who you're calling Mayans today, they have no biblical connection to this land whatsoever. But we do. They're not depicted on the walls. We are. They don't have a history of putting gems and jewels in their teeth, but we do. The pictures on the wall don't lie. There ain't no Caucasians on these walls. Okay? So how in the hell are Caucasians the pinnacle of civilization? Mayans, Olmecs, Aztecs, the first Americans. Alright? How come we're not known as who we really are? How come you're hell bent on calling us Africans? Why you want so bad to regulate us to Africa? Indigenous North Americans. These are real indigenous Cubans. Cuba, 1860. These are real Cubans. La Union illegally captured and transported about 25 to 30 Mayans monthly to Cuba, where they were forced to work in sugarcane fields between 1855 and 1861. So really they're Mayans being called Cubans. Alright? They came from the coast of Yucatan. And they were sold into slavery. That's biblical prophecy that was fulfilled amongst us. Ancient Mayans kidnapped from Central America and sold as slaves to southern states in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Alright, British Honduras to Belize. Transformation of a nation. Alright, take a screenshot and read it. I've read it many times. Okay? This is biblical prophecy that was fulfilled against me and my people. Colonial America depended upon the enslavement of indigenous people. The role of enslaving the American Indians, the real Americans in early American history, is often overlooked, okay, and ignored. Now, I'm not going to spend too much more time on this, people. They show us in the movies. They throw it in your face. They know who we are. From the movie The Warriors. Okay? Look how he's dressed. Okay? They call us Chief in the movies. Alright? There's a statue. Okay? You know who we are. Stop playing with us. Alright? Yes, you know who we are. (1921) Indian Boy and His Bear Cub Pets. Postcard published by Edward H. Mitchell, 1921. Alright? This Indian boy had bear cub pets. Okay? This is our ancestral land. They made us a mascot in our own land. 1957 World Series. We were very wealthy, prominent people. Alright? Now, I done shown many receipts, people. Many, many, many receipts. But you want so bad to regulate me and my people to a whole different continent. As if this continent wasn't as if this continent was not inhabited before the invasion of the Europeans and or before the invasion of other foreigners that came from the Bering Strait. You want to act... The whole dang earth was divided amongst the sons of Noah. Okay? Why are you excluding the Americas, the fourth part of the earth? Why do you want to make that off limits? How come that's not even mentioned in the Bible? Because the whole dang Bible is about the American continent. Okay? You just believe a strong delusion, people. Alright? And it's okay. It's alright if you want to call me crazy. It's alright if you want to call me ignorant. And I'm showing you all of this proof. Something happened to cause this Grand Canyon. Okay? Some kind of catastrophic event caused this to happen in this land. Okay? Some kind of great cataclysmic event caused the Grand Canyon. Alright? Yes, it did. Now, because of your stubbornness and unrepentant heart, you people are stirring up wrath for yourself. In a day of wrath and the revelation of the righteous, judgment of the Most High. Okay? Now, it's 1:13. I'm going to stop this segment right here, and I will be right back to give you a little bit more. All right? Shalom.